The corporate state has failed the people. The time has come for the people of these states united, if they are to remain united, to break from the chains of the crown and pay historical debt from foreign capital that has beaten, poisoned, and oppressed the people of both hemispheres, with resources of life and liberty stolen from these First Nations that have left too many in poverty. Know that the letter of the law, as dictated by the corporations that hold the purse strings and the sway and conscience of political leaders, have shown us what they consider to be in the best interest of the people. That the preservation of the corporate ledger would be protected before the shores of our homeland is an act of war against the spirit of humanity. The people have been divided in their own house, into camps that deny the very nature of our existence, that being the pursuit of life and liberty. And when the black death of greed will creep across the shores of this land, with no regard for the future security of our elders, our children, or the way of life, then I say it is time to stand firm in our resolve and end this blackmail of the human spirit. Now is the time for the community to be reborn. In the name of family, and under the watchful eye of our protectors, I declare that the riddle of Solomon's gold has been solved. And as I stand before you, I pledge allegiance to this way of life, that being the preservation of the forest and of the deer, of waters that carry the fish and sustains the life, and the wide open plains where the buffalo roam. These corporate states have failed the people. In our own time, the seventh fire has been lit, and as we stand on the cusp of two roads, one that is burnt and scarred from the sweat of the land and of the people, and one that is green and full of life for future generations, I stand before you and announce a resolution to history. And as we stand in the midst of this second American Revolution, I ask that if you will stand beside me and support my claims against the Crown, for the good of the people and the good of the land, to resolve the history of families that have toiled and labored for want of food and shelter, with pain and suffering that has endured for 7 generations. 7 generations of killing in the name of God and greed, 7 generations of marginalizing the spirit of the people, 7 generations of oppression that no single man or woman or political identity can own, and from this oppression, exacted a toll on our environment that threatens the future of this gift that we call life. We ask the Crown for the sum of resources totaling $777 billion for a past redress of grievances, and that by paying past historical debt, we could bring a resolution to history and provide for the people where the government and the corporate state have failed. Meet you.